So you can make about up to $3.5 million per hour with a union heist, even down to $1.4 million per hour with a data heist in GTA Online. This is kind of crazy, to be honest. The last week we saw $2 million per hour, so this time it's even more than last week. And this time it's using the auto shop. So I'm going to run down this whole business for you guys. You can use this even after it's triple money, because it's triple money this week, which is kind of crazy. So a full rundown on how this business works, and then going into how you can make the most money possible this week. So first, let's start off with buying it. We're going to start off simple and then get into the money making methods. I will have chapters on this video for you guys to skip through if you want to. First, buying it. So if you've never done this before, you will have to go inside of the Los Santos car meet to watch the introduction of this DLC. And you will meet the two most annoying characters in the whole GTA series, Sessanta and KDJ. After you watch that cutscene, you can now purchase any of the auto shop properties on the Maze Bank's foreclosures website. So there are a total of 5 properties to check out, with the cheapest costing a total of $1.6 million if the player doesn't choose any of the customization options. There's not really any difference between these locations, so I will just choose the cheapest option, but here are the 5 different properties. So you have Mission Row, which is 1.6, Strawberry Avenue, which is 1.7, Rancho, which is 1.75, Burton, which is 1.8, and La Mesa at the most expensive option at 1.9. These are all the base costs of each of the auto shop locations. The price will go up depending on how much you customize your auto shop. There is one main upgrade I would get, but I will go on to that in the next part of this video. So you could change the style of it. These will cost, it's still pretty expensive, but not that expensive, as well as add additional vehicle bays and a private room. So the additional bays is what you want to have. So all of these, they don't really add anything else except for the extra vehicle bay, which is probably the most important upgrade you can have. There's also an option to add the Los Santos Car Meet membership for $50,000. This you could just completely skip out on, because you could just buy that whenever you want anyways. So after you buy and set up the auto shop, you will have another mission that you have to meet these two most annoying characters in the whole series. And then after you complete that, you could get everything else going. So once you do set it up, you have 3 ways of making money with this business. The first way is the auto shop client vehicles. So every 48 minutes or more in the game, you will get a text saying a customer's vehicle has been delivered to the auto shop. This is totally AFK and doesn't need anything from you. So every in-game day or longer, it's kind of random, you can go into your garage and sell one of these vehicles. That's why if you do have the second car lift, that will give you an extra $50,000. So it will give you more money in the long run if you do get that second vehicle bay. So each one of these vehicles needs to be upgraded first. It costs $35,000 to customize a vehicle, and then you can sell it for $60,000 if you deliver it yourself. But you do have an option if you don't want to deliver it. You could deliver it yourself, or you could get someone from your auto shop to deliver it. And most of the time they will crash the car, so that's probably not worth it to just let them do it. It only takes about 5 minutes to drive wherever it wants you to drive to, so I would just do that and you get an extra $25,000 very fast. There's really no downside to this. But again, it's AFK and you will make your money back in the long run just by these vehicle bays. Now we have the exotic exports list. So upstairs you will have a list of different vehicles you can find around the map to deliver. This list resets every day, so in total you can make $200,000 by delivering all of these vehicles. There is a super easy method to do this, and now we'll link it for you guys in the description and the map you could use to find all of these. It does take some time, but $200,000, so if you want to do this, you can do it. I'll link it in the description, but this week I would definitely stick on the contracts, because that is the real way to make money this week. So now it is time for the mini heists, the contracts of the auto shop. There are 6 different contracts you can do, but only 3 of them show up at a time, and it's completely random. So you have the bank contract, the data contract, the super dollar contract, the prison contract, the agency contract, and the ECU contract. All of these only take about 20 minutes or so to complete, and that's just me playing very casually. You can do this a lot faster than I did. So what are the payouts? So someone on the Reddit made this graph showing you all the payouts for triple money. So the data is at the very bottom. Go from the least to the most. So the data one gives you about $1.4 million triple money per hour. If you want to do this, repeat this. The Lost MC gives you $2 million. The bank gives you 2.2. The agency 2.3. Prison 2.9. The super dollar contract 3. The ECU 3.4. And the union contract heist $3.5 million profit per hour. That is kind of crazy. And again, all of these take around 15 to 20 minutes to complete, 30 at most. So you could do 2 or 3 of these in a row and you could get about $2 million in a row just by doing 3 of these. So each of these contract missions will have 2 setup missions followed by the big finale. The finale gives you the big payout and can be done all solo and in an invite only session. So you could get Union Heist. If you get the Union Heist, you can get $290,000 in almost 15 minutes. And it's really a must do all this week. Money, so triple the payout per hour, and that is $875 million per hour just if you can repeat this. And if you can, you do have a cooldown timer for these. $1,538,000 per. So the cooldown timer is about one of the most insane 15 to 20 minutes to make money this week. So the cooldown timer is about 20 to 30 minutes. So that's only on the same contract, but you could repeat 3 of these contracts. So you could go from one contract to the next to the next. So that is how you could get around the cooldown timer. So doing all of these could still get you over $1 million per hour on the contract heists alone, which is amazing. So you're going to want to do this. You're going to want to have about 1 hour and then complete all 3 of these missions in a row. And you could easily make 400,000, but then you could repeat them. So once you're done with the 3rd one, you want to rent and repeat this method to make the most money possible for your time in the game. So that's $3 million you can make per hour renting and repeating this method. So you could get $3.5 million per hour if you do have the Union Auto Shop heist. That is amazing this week. Definitely go do it. I will leave you guys some more tips in the comments that I find online when I do come across them and when I play it more. So I will update you guys on what other tips I find, but $3.5 million an hour, that is one of the best ways to make money ever in the game. Definitely take advantage of this week. And this is still just a full guide on this business, even when it's not triple money NRP. Use this guide just for when it's normal month payouts. Definitely hop on this week because one of the best ways to make money in GTA Online. So on average, 15 to 20 minutes to complete each one of these. You can make up to $800,000 with the Union Heist, and if you repeat that, you can get millions of dollars per hour with this method. That is the biggest way to make money with this business, and even still when it's not triple money, it is still very decent. It's still decent. It's not the best. It's not the same as some of the AFK methods, but this week is a must do. So that is the full rundown of this business. Everything you have to know this week. Triple money on this business. 100% go do it. And save this video for when it's not triple money. If you need to go back to this and just to finish the 100 contracts you need to get that big bonus, go back to this video, watch all you need to know about this business, and complete 100 of these contracts because that gives you a huge bonus. And as you see here, I got almost $500,000 from this one alone. Not even the best heist of this DLC, and I got that much money. That is how you make insane amounts of money this week.